I guess I'll start with saying that a lot of people say you can't have it all. If I were to describe myself, I would say I have it all. I have a wonderful husband, marriage going on. Gosh, we got married in 2003, but we met each other in 1995. I don't know, do the math. I have three fabulous young ladies, my daughters. I have twins. And then 17 months later, I have my little one, so I basically have triplets. And meanwhile, I have this wonderful career of mine that I've been pounding at and building for the last, oh gosh, going on 28 years. So I love it. I love it. I'm a woman who has it all. The town that I grew up in, which is Waukegan, Illinois, it's one of the most diverse areas that's in the nation, from what I can tell. And as I was growing up, I really didn't know the difference. I didn't feel the difference until I went to college, which was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And that's when I felt, oh, well, there is a difference between African Americans and, other students who are not of color. And then I felt the difference again when I was at Widener University in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I was one of, I want to say, five graduates who were of color. So I felt it then, and then I felt it throughout my career. But as far as high school is concerned, I really didn't feel it because, it was Waukegan. So, I went from high school to college and then to law school. And then I met my husband when I was 22 or 23, got married at the age of 27. And then, of course, the kids and doing the work, mom, wife. There was a lot going on. So life kind of passed me by without me really noticing. My mom and dad were married for 55 years before we lost mom. And I am the youngest of seven. And just what my parents always instilled in me. I can always do whatever it is I put my mind to. It says some pretty, I don't know, non-politically correct things, I should say. My dad and mom would always say, don't get married until you have your own career. Don't ever put yourself in a position where you're completely dependent on anyone but yourself. I don't know, and little things like if you're not 15 minutes early, you're already late. I mean, things like that. When you select your mate in life, make sure that you're not dead weight and make sure that that person is not dead weight. So my parents and then school, my teachers always took care of me and looked after me. And so it was good. My mom and dad, they would tell me, okay, you have to be twice as good in order to be considered as good as everyone else. The male counterparts, the white counterparts. And for me, that really helped me because it helped me academically. I studied twice as hard, so I did very well in high school and in college. A little bit okay in law school, but it definitely helped me throughout my career. Practicing family law, I show up in court and I'm successful at what I do because in my opinion, I do work and I do prepare twice as hard, if not three times as hard as my opponent. In seventh grade is when I said I was going to go to law school. In ninth grade, I decided I wanted to do something family related. By the time I graduated from high school, maybe my first year of college, of law school, I knew that I wanted to practice family law. So if there were any naysayers out there saying that I couldn't do it, I don't know, because I didn't hear them, because it wouldn't matter. I had a goal. I did it, still doing it to this day. I knew that I was academically strong. I knew that I was taking some very, very tough courses in college. I was majoring in English literature and history and public speaking. And I was taking the higher level ones. And again, being successful academically in college kind of prepared me for law school. So